Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Ever,
How are you? Hi, Mark.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Stephanie, actually, I heard something about the Dream for All program, which we had last year in 2023,
Yes.
but it lasted like
10 days.
10 days and
Yes.
then it disappeared.
Yes.
So, what's happening? Is it coming back?
It's coming back. So spring of this year, they're offering their program again. So this time it's a little different though. First of all, it's a lottery system. So it's not just a free-for-all like it was last year.
Oh,
And-
okay. It's not, I mean, last year we didn't have the lottery system last year, right? But I heard that we have the voucher system. It's a lottery and voucher.
That
right?
is correct. So what happens is you need to get pre-approved.
Mhm.
So reach out to us, right? And we'll get you pre-approved. And once you're pre-approved, you also have to do your first-time home buyers class. So
Oh.
once you get those two items done, we submit you to CalHAFA, and then it's just a lottery system. They'll pick you, and if you are one of those lucky people that get chosen, then they give you a voucher, and you have a certain amount of time to get in escrow.
Oh,
So they
that's
give
awesome.
you
Okay.
that. So when you work with the client, they'll get the voucher, and then we have, a certain amount of time. That expiration date, we need to be in escrow by that expiration date.
Oh, okay. By an expiration date. So what is the time frame that we have?
It's 90 days.
90 days from
Yes.
the time that you get it approved?
That is correct.
Wow.
Get your voucher when you get your
When
voucher.
you get your voucher.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I know last year was an issue because they didn't how much time, too many people, right? How much do we have in capital? Like how much money is this program putting out there for all these people?
200 billion. Yeah.
200 billion.
Dollars. Yes. So last
Right.
year it was 300 billion.
Okay.
So that I think equated to about 1,200 applicants last year. So I would say it's roughly about 1,000 this year. And the fact that they're, doing the lottery system, maybe it doesn't go as fast as 10 days. So
Mm.
we're hoping that there are some lucky ones that we can help, right?
Right. I heard something about share appreciation. Can you explain a little bit more about
Definitely.
it?
So the CalHAFA is offering 20%. So if you purchase a home for 500,000,
Mhm.
they'll give you 100,000 for that 20%. That's the appreciation. Now, if it, years from now, 5 years from now, they sell the home,
Mhm.
they will want that 100,000 back. Let's say you sell it for 600,000.
Uh-huh.
They'll want that original 100,000 back plus 20% of that appreciation. So 120 total.
Okay.
Yes.
Not bad. I mean, you get a good amount of money that you can put for the purchase of a
Exactly.
property. You get to be a homeowner. You get the opportunity to build some equity. You have to share it back
Absolutely.
and pay that help back. But I think it's a good opportunity. Right?
Yeah,
For
I think it's a good program for some people, right? Not for all. But the
Of course.
positive too is you're paying a payment based off of 80% of loan to value, which I
Right.
think is really great for qualifying purposes.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, we definitely have to talk about credit score. You have to qualify, typically minimum credit score is 660. So we have to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Another huge factor that they're offering or they're put out for guidelines is you need to be first generation, right? We talked about that.
First generation. Can you explain a little bit more about it?
Absolutely.
I know that it's not only the person who wants to purchase the property has to be qualified, but they have to
Parents.
qualify the parents too, right?
Exactly. So
Okay.
really, you cannot be a homeowner for the last 7 years, and your
Uh-huh.
parents cannot currently own a home.
Oh.
So that's what's going to consider a first generation home buyer.
What about if my brother or sister own a home already?
That's going to be fine because really that's the kinship of your parents. So really,
Okay.
we're looking at your parents and yourself as homeownership.
What about if maybe my parents or myself own a property 5 years ago or maybe 10 years ago? Is there like a time frame?
10 years is acceptable. We're
Uh-huh.
looking at a 7-year time frame.
7-year time
Yes.
frame.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Do we have any limits based on the counties?
Yes. So each
Okay.
each county does vary. I don't have that in my head. Each county does vary.
Well, maybe we can put it right here. We're
Yes.
gonna put it up. I believe for Orange County is $202,000.
Yes.
LA, if I remember well,
180.
is it
I
180?
thought it was 180.
155, I think.
Is it 150?
155. Something that we have to double
I
check.
need to do my
right?
homework. Yeah.
Right. Riverside is $149,000. San Bernardino is $199, and Kern County is $132. So we'll confirm that information and we'll post it over here as well.
Absolutely.
Right. Anything else? Anything else about this program?
Again, I think it's a great program for some people.
Stephanie?
I think the only thing that sticks out is that first generation. That's really what people are really concerned about. That's really new, and they're really just tightening up their guidelines. So be aware they've offered the guidelines online. If you want to sign up for any updates with CalHAFA, go on their website and you can join their mailing list, and you'll get all the updates that we get.
Oh, actually, I have a question for you, Stephanie. Can we use that money towards closing costs?
Absolutely, you can use it up to 5%.
Up to 5%?
Up to 5% you can
Oh,
use that. So
okay.
that money that they're lending you, you can use up to 5% to cover your closing costs.
Ah, that's interesting. So that's great. So I can, most of it obviously is gonna go for down payment.
Absolutely.
But if I don't have any money saved that I can use towards closing costs, I can use up to 5%.
Yes,
As you said, right?
absolutely.
Great. Is the program already active, or is it gonna be active
This spring.
this spring?
Yes.
So they should be getting.
So they're
ready,
looking
right?
about March or April. So I recommend that you get pre-approved and you go ahead and take your home buyers class so that you get your certification. So when it does roll out, you're ready to go.
Awesome. That's great. And we talked about the credit score, 660.
Yes,
minimum,
sir.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think those are all the main points. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Absolutely. We're gonna put her phone number here, contact information.